in Kenya, listen, it's whoever comes into that door is the one who's going to deliver your baby.
How violating. Let's talk about labor. Because, child, I was in labor for 20 hours, okay?
In Kenya, they're coming out with their kitenge. You know,
wait, hold up, sister. Stop. Hi, what's up, everyone? We are back. This is Mod Afro Mamas, and today we have a very interesting topic, giving birth in America. Yes. So, V, you recently just gave birth to a little baby boy. Yes. How was it for you? Woo, okay. It was not like all the videos I watched on YouTube. Okay. So as soon as I found out I was pregnant, of course, the first thing, luckily for me, I had insurance through work. So the first thing I wanted to find out is this gonna cost me anything? And I was surprised that even with as much as I paid into my insurance and having what a lot of people tell me is good insurance, that I still had to pay a deductible and I had to pay a little fee over it, which came to about $2,000. So I knew going $2,000. Did you just say $2,000? $2,000, sweetie. And I'm lucky because somebody advised me and they said, look, check your insurance first. Hurry up and check and make sure you're in the right kind of forum. And I loved it because I had the doctors I wanted. I had a lot of very great coverage. But just so you know, guys, like that's something you might want to check out. What bill are you going to take home after from the hospital? Right. My last born. Was in Kenya. So that was very different. Yes. So here they give you your own nurse, right? You had that. Yeah. I had my own nurse. And actually, just backtrack a little. Just from the time I met, you go in, they tell you you're pregnant, you go to the hospital. I had a really great OBGYN. So one thing I liked about having a child out here, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, is I had that relationship built from the beginning. So I was very comfortable. I remember I had gotten so used to having the one lady check me, but she had her other people that they shared the practice with too, because she said, we don't know who'll be on call when you have the baby. So by the time we're getting into the stage where I'm going into the hospital, I'm well versed with all the doctors. Whichever one of them would have to deliver my child is someone personal to me. When you went to Kenya, was that the same kind of thing? Did you have your one? Oh. What did you say? What did you say? I saw her 2-3 times during the whole time I was pregnant. Yeah, I would go to a different clinic. Yes. No. Yes. So was it strange to have this person you've seen 3 times now show up to deliver the baby? It was very strange, but she was very friendly. Yeah. But very different experience from here. But in Kenya, listen, it's whoever comes into that door is the one who's going to deliver your baby. How violating. Another thing I really liked is technology. It was just, yes. The first time mom was so fascinating to me to be able to see my child through every stage, the ultrasound and get into, they had an ultrasound where they could check his heart when he was inside me. I was so jazzed about that. I know you went through that here. Did you go through that in Kenya? That many checks of the baby? Many checks, they do check, but the only thing they're interested in is the heartbeat. That's it. They don't count the toes because they counted toes, fingers, they looked at the heart, they looked at this, that, the other, no? They count what, did you say? They are counting in Kenya? As long as the baby has a heartbeat, that's all that matters to them. I think like at this time things would be different, but I guess not. And maybe they are for the rich. I'm just talking about regular people like me. Yes. When I went, that is the experience I had. The women's hospital is a good hospital by any standard. Yeah. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. I was saying that as much as I enjoy the technology in America, I do have to warn my sisters out there. They tend to give you all these tests. And for me, I'd like to believe in more of a natural kind of life. They wanted me to let's test if the baby has Down syndrome. Let's test if he has this. Yeah. So my question was, if my child does have Down syndrome, see, I understand the test to see if he has a hole in his heart, right? Because you're trying to figure out that when this baby comes out, are we able to deal with an emergency? Prepare for an emergency. Mm-hmm. But my question to my doctor was, because she kept stressing it, you really should. And I said, okay, but if my baby has Down syndrome, it's not something you can change, right? My baby's still going to be healthy. They're just going to have a condition. That's something me and my partner have to learn to adjust to. It was just a money market. It's a business. Yeah. Let's talk about labor. Because, child, I was in labor for 20 hours, okay? After giving birth, I look at women different. Let me tell you, women, you guys are strong. You are powerful. Because I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah. One of my family members has just gone through childbirth, right? And she had, and you talked about having labor for 20 hours. I think she did that also. But because the nurses back home are overwhelmed, all right? Yeah. And so they don't really pay so much attention, because one nurse probably is dealing with 20 women, right? Who are you going to blame?
That is so stressful. The other thing about labor that I can think about over here too is they kept, I wanted a non-epidural birth. I wanted a completely natural birth.
Yeah.
Okay, the lunge in me was like, I got this. Yes, I read this book and all that. But every other doctor who walked in, because the good thing now is on the maternity floor, we had every type of specialist. So when you're sitting there, I had my doctor was going to help me deliver, my nurse, there was a nurse for the baby. And then there's a specialist that keep coming in and out. Every time a specialist checked on me, they're like, you ready for the epidural? I'm like, no. And then, you're getting to that place in labor where now you're almost delirious, right? And every chance they get, are you getting an epidural? Are you going to get the epidural? Should we bring the epidural? And I know for a fact, it's all money. They get way more money from your insurance if they can charge you for the epidural. I have nothing against the epidural. Ladies, whatever you need to do to have your birth experience. For me, since I'd said it, I had put it as my birth plan for you to keep pushing it. I really didn't like that. It annoyed me.
I didn't have that because, I was scheduled for a C-section. Very different also, because I had a C-section here and a C-section back home. They come in here, a team of doctors all wrapped up. You don't get to see anybody. In Kenya, they're coming out with their kitenge.
Wait, hold up, sister. Stop. They're coming into the room where you're supposed to have your operation and they're not covered. Do you know how many germs?
The only thing they have, my friend, is gloves.
But if you're wearing your own clothes, umetembea everywhere, you've touched things, people have touched you. I mean, for the corona now, they don't know which material it could. What?
Sis, listen. It is only God. It is only God. So when I give birth here, of course, they'll show me the baby and then they'll take the baby out, to do tests and all that kind of stuff, right? But in a secure place, they're coming to check it. When I give birth back home, of course, they put me to sleep. So when I got up, I am somewhere in like a hallway. It's like, oh my gosh, what the heck?
Like not in a room?
Go. In a hallway.
I can't. It's not funny, but it's actually, are you kidding me?
But listen, guys, my son turned out to be okay. He's the brightest of them all.
As I said, the things women go through to put life on this earth, I respect you, ladies. I had my son with me the whole time. I'm telling you, if somebody even breathed wrong, you know how the nurse is walking. I'm like, I've seen too many stories of kids being kids. I'm just like,
I know. Yeah. But probably we need to mention about who is in the room when you're delivering the baby.
Oh, me, I had to have my husband because I was like, listen, you put this in, you're going to be there when it comes out. At some point, I would look at his face and I'm like, everything okay? Because he looked like he was going to. But the support system, I actually was fortunate enough to have both my husband and my mother.
Good.
Yeah. My mom was there. Yeah. I mean, in the beginning, she was like, as we're traditional, I'll wait outside. Yeah. But I think just so the pain I was in, she was like, poor baby. But I know she told me, like, when she had me, the dad would drop the moms off and there was no sit there.
It's still happening. Yeah, it's still happening now. And I remember,
even 2020.
Well, my relative, the relative who just gave birth, she told me that she was just, taken to the hospital and they were told, come tomorrow. Yeah.
No. Mm-hmm. But that's why there's so much neglect, because there's not another voice. Because, for example, when I got to the part of my labor where things were very intense, my water broke. And my mom remembered I really didn't want an epidural. But it got so bad, I was like, give me the epidural. And they were like, oh, we have to give you a drip. Now, by this point, I feel like, you know what, just take this baby out.
You surrender.
I was like, I surrender. But by the time the lady was coming, my mom could see that I wanted to, push the baby out.
Yeah.
So as much as I was trying to sneak in the epidural real quick,
right?
And mom was like, no. Because she realized I didn't need it. At that point, it wasn't going to help me.
Yes.
For me, who's in pain, I'm just like, oh, epidural. But in all reality, the baby was already on its way out. It was so it's good to have an advocate.
Yeah, and I guess it all depends. It all depends because when I gave birth in Kenya, my husband was there. Yeah. So I don't know. Can you tell them about being discharged and what they're supposed to do?
Discharge. First of all, my husband had to go bring the car seat. There was no way you would without a car seat. The nurse goes with you to make sure. First of all, you put the baby in the car seat in there. They check to see that you strap the baby properly.
Yeah.
Then you had to go down and they see whatever car you're taking, whether it's an Uber, your personal car, they have to strap the car seat in. And I was like, okay, they're all about safety. Like that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Does that happen in Kenya? I'm scared to ask. Kenya?
You got to be kidding. Listen, and even being discharged here, you're discharged. Before you are discharged, they give you all this information, right? And you watch videos and they prepare you. Yeah. Once you get home, after a few days, the doctor calls you. How are you? How are you feeling? These Americans are very spoiled. Very spoiled, my friend. Very spoiled. In Kenya, kwa heri ya kuonana. Nobody's, come on, go feed the baby. To be called by who? Who is calling you? You're joking.
That is so sad. I love you, my people, but we've got to do better. What's some advice you would have on both sides, Kenya and here? If you're a mom, you're about to pop and you're ready to get into that room, what are some pointers you might have for them?
You can never get prepared for this. You can never get prepared. If you're in Kenya, you just don't know. You are at disadvantage. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so what do? You just have to be positive.
Yeah. And pray a lot because whether it's in America, anything can happen. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for watching with us. Let us know any stories you have about birthing, any questions, any suggestions. We love having you here, and see you next time. Click subscribe and share to the More Afro Mamas. Bye.
Bye.